So, are you too attached to the outcome? We most often have our goals in our sights without including the practicalities and the living that the journey gets to those goals. We often depend on hope to reach our goals or to make our dreams real. Hope can propel us into action, and we dive straight into hard work, planning and forming a strategy. Not always with enough reality included in the plans. And then those sneaky doubtful thoughts come knocking. What if I fail? We will lose hope, feeling that it's misled us, and perhaps dip into despair and ask ourselves, what was I thinking? Why did I think I could ever do this? And then we feel that life is a bit meaningless, our inspiration has fizzled out, and our fear of failure has turned out to be true. We might need to sidestep hope and the fear of failure, and rather invite clarity and tenacity in. And that's when our focus is more objective, and we can feel a bit braver, particularly in light of our previous experience of feeling insecure. I have first-hand experience of this, fairly often actually, and once I get over myself, my confidence improves immediately. I have absolutely no doubt this is an ongoing cycle of growth, which is quite thrilling really. So once we've sidestepped hope and are a bit more comfortable with feeling a teensy-weensy bit insecure and being open to what's ahead of us, we're well on the road to creating something that we have desired. And not only that, if we aim to enjoy the journey rather than getting fixated on the outcome, I think that's the secret to success. I always say that wisdom lands far too late, but when it does land, it's so good. It's like all my stars have come into alignment. So, if we go on a journey without getting too attached to the outcome, we become curious rather than anxious about the result. We might even look forward to being faced with a challenge, as the journey has lured us in, filled us with energy. The journey is about what works, not who's right or wrong. That's the wisdom that lands, and knowing that there's constant change. My own definition of perfection is being a master of change. So how do we become masters of change while accomplishing our goals in our busy lives? Our busyness often means we are living our lives on autopilot, missing out on the joy and the creativity of our journeys. And the more we do, the less we tend to pause and reconnect with what really matters deep down in our hearts. And then it's just all too easy to lose our way. There's an enormous amount of value in making space in our lives, to pause and check in with ourselves. You might want to check in with yourself on a daily basis. And a couple of ways of doing this is to meditate, keep a journal, or take a walk in nature. And also get curious about the following. Am I making time for things that really matter? What's keeping me up at night? Am I living in a way that feels truly connected to my values? What conversations have I been putting off that are really important? What decisions need to be made that have not been made? Am I being the person that I want to be? What is something that is on my mind that's consistently worrying me and should be addressed? Are my goals in line with my values? Am I being too hard on myself? Am I too attached to outcomes? Sometimes life can get in the way And it seems we couldn't possibly find time to fit in all this questioning and curiosity into our busyness. But when we take time to pause and reflect, we let go of distractions, reconnect to our heart and our wisdom, making space for our creativity to take us on our journey to our goals. And by doing regular check-ins like this, we can grow in self-awareness and wisdom and keep adjusting our inner compass to true north, to a life full of meaning, purpose, connection, and fulfillment, all guided by our curiosity. Remember, our dreams are woven into our journeys and are like a beacon for us, and they pull us through the challenging moments of our lives. They're part of us, which means we are responsible for the creation of how we feel. Feelings of happiness, confidence, courage, and any other emotions that drives your life. So be the beacon in your own life, because you are the light.